episode number 1 of Talking with Branders with Brand and Business Strategist Expert, author, digital strategy and creative marketing pioneer from the Netherlands, Sandra Horlings. Hi Sandra, it's a pleasure to have you here today. We appreciate you accepting our invitation.
Thank you, Carolina. Lovely to be with you. Thank you for inviting me.
Likewise. So let's get started. What is branding for Sandra Horlings? And also, what is a brand with a conscience?
Oh, 2 big questions. Well, just to make it very simple, branding for me is anything that makes an organization attractive. It's everything that you do that will make people want to belong to that organization or not. And the question on what's a brand with a conscience is built on empathy. So empathy with all its stakeholders, all parties, entities, organizations around the brand that are part of the network. And they are somehow interlinked and interdependent. And you can recognize a brand with a conscience because it takes into account all the, it takes a responsibility into account in all their actions. It thinks sustainable, it acts responsible. It invests in time and energy in relationship building and, well, basically acknowledge that we are all fundamentally equal. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that's absolutely brilliant. Wow. Really good answer. So what's the difference between brand design and branding? A completely different question.
Yeah, well, for me, there is not a difference. But obviously, that strongly depends on what is your definition of brand design. To me, brand design is about creating and shaping interactions and experiences that matter to the network around the brand. And that is the direct mix of customers and end users, employees, as well as suppliers, shareholders, and sometimes, unfortunately, still more indirect, society and nature. And you can usually you design in a practical way the sensory elements that make up your brand. So it's visual, verbal, it's related to taste, touch, or sound. But you can also design in the way that you interact with your network. And since brand with a conscience is transparent and receptive to the ideas of others, that's the layer that I think is related to brand design, is including listening and learning from everyone around you. I don't know if that's an evolution on brand design, but for me, that's the logic answer to business being more participative than ever. That's my definition of brand design.
That's an excellent input. So what are some of your favorite campaigns where design was a focus on the main driver?
Yeah, well, I'm part of Medinge, a global think tank on branding, and we believe companies have a leading role to play in contributing to solving huge challenges that we are facing. So related to climate change, to plastic pollution, growing inequalities, besides the challenges that are caused by the pandemic. So your question, how is design for branding relevant for designers? I think that brands with a conscience understand that they cannot pursue unlimited growth at any cost. And they have to balance the desire for future growth with the need to act responsibility. And designers, they have the ability to reflect on our culture, to imagine the world of tomorrow, look beyond, and the design for it. Within the ecological boundaries of our planet. And the more restrictions, the more creative the solutions. And that is why I think designers really can create better solutions, better experiences for brands. That's the connection.
Excellent. Absolutely agree with that one. And lastly, the Dutch Design Week, speaking about design, will be taking place this October. Can you please share with Branders Magazine readers more information about the event? And just invite professionals and artists to register and attend?
Yeah, well, the Dutch Design Week shares what Medinge also promotes. The future requires international thinking and acting. It requires connection and responsibility. And that's why we will host a virtual event during the Dutch Design Week. It will be open for anyone around the globe to join, but we will challenge you. First, we promote a new order in design, not balance people, planet, profit, but put planet first in all your designs. We will share some inspirational examples. We will have lectures on the impact of big changes in the ecosystem of brands, and we will host a session to co-create a new framework. Together with you, Generation Co, a generation that connects us all based on shared values and expectations, like being conscientious, demanding collective action, and being co-creative, in order to make humanity progress and prosper.
Wow, that's a very powerful message.
Thank you so much. If you need any more information on the event, you can find it at our website. So that'll be www.medinge.org. And just for you all, the lectures and the co-creation sessions are scheduled for October 21st at Central European Time.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sandra. I really appreciate your time, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah, I would love to see you, Carolina, and please join us to co-create a new framework.
Yes, we will. Thank you.